How is it going, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are reacting to our Premier League predictions. Now obviously, as you can see, my setup's changed. Now unfortunately we can't do the green screen because of the fact we have lost our ring light. I'll show it you. What the fuck is this? Where the fuck is the stand? I don't know. The stand has disappeared. It's not broken, but the stand is gone. So unfortunately, and I don't know where the plug is either, so we can't plug it in. Also, ignore my chest. Yep, we don't need to see that. But yeah, basically we're gonna react to our Premier League predictions. So we're gonna do bottom three at the moment. So as you can see, it'll be on the screen here. Fulham, Aston Villa, and Brighton were the first three teams that we had here. Now Fulham, they did obviously these three all did better than I expected. Fulham obviously got 18th in reality. Yeah, it's pretty good to be honest. Aston Villa was a huge one that I got wrong, to be honest. 8 places above. Now, obviously, Aston Villa they barely survived last season. I think I don't know. I don't remember their place, but I know they didn't do very well last season. So for them to come up, get to 11th place, that's pretty good to be honest. Obviously I couldn't do much about that. Jack Grealish doing very well. Martinez, very good keeper for Aston Villa this season. Players like that, when they're in that form, it's just very good for him. The next 18th is Brighton. Now Brighton, again, they avoided the drop only by 2 places though. Obviously they beat City very recently, but fair play to him. And yeah, fair play to him. They obviously lost on the final day of the season, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough for him, and they did end up coming 16th. So congratulations to them. They all exceeded my expectations. Now we'll do 17th to 14th here. West Brom, first team. West Brom, I thought obviously they do just avoid the drop. They had like Robson, Kanu. They had a very good season, of course, before before they got relegated even. And I thought, you know what? First season, they'll do quite well. Boy, was I wrong. They came 17th, below Fulham, who I thought would come last. 18th, sorry. I predicted 17th. They came 19th. They came 19th, Jesus Christ. But yeah, they came 19th. Southampton, they got 1 place, so not really a major loss there. It was still bottom mid-table. I knew that people like James Ward-Prowse, who else have they got? I don't know who else they've got, but I just knew they had a team good enough to keep them in it. The 15th, the huge one, West Ham. Now, if any of I'm telling you now, not a single one of you thought they would have came 6th at the start of this season. Obviously, when they brought in Jesse Lingard's been having a smashing season so far. Or the second half of the season. Antonio's been doing very well lately as well, and obviously that put him into 6th place Europa League football. Fair play to him. Mark Noble could of course end up playing against Cristiano Ronaldo. That would be a very, very good, entertaining thing to see. Right, so 14th Newcastle. Obviously I didn't expect people like Willock to do as good as he did. I do believe that's a January transfer. I didn't think that they do as well as they did, to be honest. They came 12th. Respectable score. Respectable, of course. And yeah, pretty good. Alright. So 13th to 8th. So just out of those positions now. 13th, Burnley. I predicted them to come 13th. They did pretty poor. I thought, Sean Dyche has been a very good manager recently. In the last few seasons, they've been doing very well. Of course, I believe they got a 7th, did they not? Or nearly 7th place. So, of course, for them to drop down to 17th is very poor. I didn't predict that. 12th, Crystal Palace. I thought people like Zaha would help them, of course. Obviously, Sam Allardyce's last season in the Premier League. I didn't know that at the time, but I thought Sam Allardyce would be able to. I'm getting everything wrong today, aren't I? Sorry, Roy Hodgson. I thought Roy Hodgson's last season would be a very good one. Sam Allardyce was the West Brom manager. Yeah, I thought Roy Hodgson would do quite well. But unfortunately for his last season, he just didn't do that well. Moving on, of course, we've got Sheffield United. Now I don't think anyone would have predicted them to go down here, especially bottom of the table. They had a very, very good season in the start of the season. Ninth place, I thought they won't get as good, but I thought they'd be in and amongst it still. 11th place, pretty respectable. And then 10th place, Leeds. Now Leeds, despite me not getting it completely right, I am saying that I got that right in a way. Obviously, they got one place extra because Everton bottled it, got destroyed by City. But for Leeds, I said that I knew that Leeds would come mid. I said Leeds would come, top of the top 10, and they did such a thing. 9th place, obviously Harrison, Bielsa's style of play did very well this season, of course. And in the end, they came 9th. Hernandez as well, he's leaving now. But yeah, they came 9th. Very good season for them. 9th place, Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton, of course, they got the likes of Adama Traore, Nuno as a manager. They've got a bunch of Portuguese players. And I thought they would honestly do as well as they did last season, but they didn't. It wasn't to be. They came 13th, which was honestly a very poor finish for such a strong side, a bogey team for many of the top table. And we move on to the final place before the Europa League places are predicted. 8th, Leicester City. Now Leicester, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking saying they wouldn't get a European place. I thought they bottled it in 2020. They've bottled it again. They bottled Europe, the Champions League, but they didn't bottle Europe. And obviously it ended up showing they came 5th place instead of 8th. Very good season for them, Jamie Vardy, Iheanacho's had a very good season. They won the FA Cup. No one could have predicted that. Okay, no, maybe a couple, but in the end, 8th place, very, very good for them. Okay, so we'll do 7th to 5th, so European Conference, and then the 2 Europa League places. 7th place, Arsenal. The Arsenal, I said they'd struggle. I said obviously at 7th place, it's still they might not have got Europe if someone lower had won the cup, but I did think they would just about clinch it in the end, and they didn't. Poor season for Arsenal. Obviously, Charlie's been raging about it all season. It's just been pretty mad for them, really. They have done very well near the end. No one could deny that. But on the last day of the season, Leicester bottled it for them, really. They could have got that. Unfortunate for them. Everton, 4 places behind. Now, they were coming into the last game of the season, 8th place. Honestly, I said they wasn't going to win it. I didn't expect it to be 5-0. But fair play, obviously, Sergio Aguero's leaving now. It's going to be a huge hit for City. But we're not talking about City, we're talking about Everton. And for them to drop down from 8th to 10th on the last day of the season is very poor from them. And yeah, 6th place. I'll get it wrong. Fair enough. So 5th, I think 5th is a bit stupid that they haven't got better, really. Obviously, no one could have predicted West Ham to do so well. But I did predict Jose Mourinho to get sacked. I got it right, ladies and gentlemen. I got it right. I said they'd win no silverware. They haven't won silverware. They didn't do good in Europe. They're 7th in the league. They got Conference League next season. That is going to be boring for them. Harry Kane is gone. I know he's gone now. But yeah, 2 places behind. Go 7th. Fair enough. I got it wrong there. And yeah, fair play. Number 4, United. Honestly, I just didn't think United had a strong enough team. Obviously, I don't actually remember if I predicted this before Cavani came in. I don't think I did. Because I think it was in September, so I don't think this before Cavani came in. But even with Cavani, obviously, no one can predict the injuries, that Liverpool had, and that Lampard would have such a bad season and get starts of the season and get sacked. But I didn't think the likes of, even though they have, the likes of Rashford, Martial, who's been very decent lately, Fernandez, De Gea. I didn't think even with them they would be enough to get 2nd place, but they did. They surprised me. Fair play to him. They got 2nd place. Moving on, Liverpool. Now, I am proud to say I got this one right. Obviously, they shithoused their way to it at the end of the season, but you've got to respect it. They didn't have Van Dijk. They didn't have Joe Gomez. Their keeper's dad died, and they have Firmino still playing up front, and somehow they've managed to get a third place. Now, I'm glad I predicted this. It gets me. It means that I haven't had a total shithouse here. Third place, and it's very respectable. On to second. Chelsea. Chelsea, poor season for them, really. Obviously, no, I didn't expect Lampard to do so badly as a manager in his second season now. Is he like half of the season? No, I think it was a full season, wasn't it? He got sacked, obviously. They were quite low down. And Tuchel was coming into it in the third place, and somehow he's managed to bottle it. He's fortunate enough that Leicester bottled it as well. But, poor season for them, especially with the side they had spending 250 million plus. Werner, I didn't think he'd do so bad. He has had a lot of disallowed goals, but he did awful. Kai Havertz, Ziyech, Thiago Silva, I think Mendy's had a very good season despite this. But they are in the Champions League. They are still a strong side. No one can deny that. But for them to not come second, I think is poor. And finally, number one, Manchester City champions. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen? We've done it again. But yeah, honestly, I predicted it. I predicted it. I got it right. I said that Guardiola would get sacked if he did not win a trophy, at least a Prem this season. Because obviously they brought him in to win Europe. I think I said that, and they did, and we've got that chance now. We've got a huge chance, but we've won the league 3 times in 4 seasons under Guardiola. Ridiculous there. Guardiola's been such a great manager. Aguero leaving, obviously sad, not just for City fans but for the Premier League. Huge striker to go. And I just don't think Kane's gonna have that many influential. Oh no, he might actually. He might. Never know. I'm not gonna rule that out yet because he could actually go to City. City obviously champions. Kane wants trophies, and obviously if the main 2 contenders are apparently City and United. Now, obviously, if you're going to pick a side and you want to win trophies, at the moment, you'd pick City. City, 3 Premier League titles in the last 4 seasons. They've got FA Cup, League Cup every season, basically. But he don't want a League Cup, come on. But yeah, overall, you'd probably go to City or even Chelsea. Chelsea, of course, if they do win the Champions League, they are going to have a huge season. They might even bring Kane in, but I don't know because it is his boyhood club, Spurs, and he might not do it because of their rivalry. But I don't know. It's his career, not. But yeah, that rounds off 2 correct. 2 where I'd say I did very well, and really, realistically, you can't say they weren't correct, but they weren't. And yeah, overall, very, very good success for me there. I think decent success for me there. I think. Obviously, I only got a few majorly wrong, and that was because they just decided I'm gonna do shite on the last day of the season. Boom. But yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you all for watching today. I am recording this exactly a few hours after the thing has come off, but I'd come out like the results the final day. But this isn't gonna come out till like Friday. I'm not editing this today. It's 10:30 at night. I've got college tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Look at my head. No, I'm joking. But yeah, see you guys next time. And peace.